Hey, everybody. Let's make sure everything's working. Can somebody please say, yes, I hear you, and we will jump right into the show. Shall I position myself to hide the junky? Wow, it's backwards. I'd make a terrible weatherman. The junky cable George. What is that? Oh, oh, it's over there. Okay, get weird. This is a little weird spot. All right. You guys ready? Let me see if somebody said they could hear me. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. You say that's fine. Well, it is a live show. It's going to have to be fine. We got a lot to talk about. We're talking about faith, family, all the F's. Faith, family, farm, fitness, and we're going to go deeper in the Abundance Plus after party, but we've got 45 minutes with you all totally free on YouTube. Holler where you're watching. Well, we got a lot of YouTubers in the house. That's no surprise. We got some Instagram. The Brad George, the plant-based homestead. Who else on Instagram? Free charity, and the Brad George. Let's do this. As I talk about, let's go to block one, first 15 minutes. Moving. Okay, what? Type it in. Type it in. What's happening on your homestead right now, and I'll share with you guys. The beautiful one and the little kids are gone, and Jonah and I and Josiah and I are tidying up from the greenhouse build. We are putting out a video Friday all about moving our greenhouse from where it was down below, close to the house, close to the water source, up to the front yard. The reason? Two reasons. One, the most important one, the beautiful one wanted it. But two, the reasons why she wanted it, even though it was strategically placed. It was on the south side where a greenhouse should be. It was close to water, close to the house. But it's not necessarily the front yard. It's not necessarily where we walk by every day. And she wanted it in the front yard somewhere. So it would be closer. She didn't have to walk downstairs. No, are stairs that big of a deal? Maybe not, but maybe after 8 years of doing that every day in the spring and fall and realizing, hey, maybe the top, and now it's next to the raised bed kitchen garden. So if you can help it, you want your greenhouse really close to the house, as close as socially accessible, and close to at least one garden. And the garden you want in the sunniest, flattest spot closest to the house. That's a general rule of thumb for the garden. Have you guys had time to say what you're doing? That's what we're doing. Eggs in the Incubator by Chickenese. You're just growing veggies in my front yard. Next step is buying property. Good for you. You've got to charity. You've got to max out where you are before you move on. Don't think, oh, well, if only I had 5 acres, I would do this and this and this. Max out the front yard. The Hollers from the Holler Homestead are a perfect example of this. You can go back and watch their early videos. They were in California maxing out their yard to the hilt. And so I had no doubts when they got the 10 acres, 15 acres, whatever it is, that they would max it out, and they have. It'd be interesting for y'all to check that out from their early videos to now. It's quite inspiring. Let's see what else. The plant-based homestead. No surprise, you're planting veggies and flowers. And you just got snow yesterday. Just want to, yeah. Cherry, thanks. I'm looking for property with natural water source. Good. Look for property with also natural water source, but above your ideal building site or where your homestead will be. It would be great to do some gravity fed water stuff. And you want a house, you need south facing slope or flat. I don't know where you're shopping, but south facing slope. And you want a house spot 50 vertical feet above the creek, if assuming there's a creek down below, or the bottom part of your property, or 50 vertical feet from wherever this mountain leads to a creek. Your whole property may be that. You're just wanting to get out of the frost pocket. So if you're like us and you get in the bottom of a valley, you need to build the house 50 feet from the bottom of that valley. gets you out of the frost pocket. So you're thinking about that water, and don't put the house at the top of the mountain. So don't molest the views up there. Keep them sacred. Make a picnic area. Put your graveyard there. Something special there. A picnic table, and go and enjoy the views, because if you see those views every day, they become much, much less special. And then you're trucking all your resources up. Use gravity and truck resources down. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay, some people are beeping me. I just want to make sure there's nothing wrong here. Let me give a quick shout out to our Abundance Plus members. Last week we didn't work this out good, and I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so here we go. We got the urban garden in the house. I'm telling the Abundance Plus people, get your questions. We're going to do coaching. We're doing a coaching block here at 2:45, and I'm going to go over Abundance Plus members' deep dive into some of their questions, make sure they get their answers, because many of you will have questions and I might miss it. And you can, if you join Abundance Plus, you can catch the after hour party starting at 2:45, and we'll go over that. So we got the urban garden in there, Corey and Kathleen Tack in Pennsylvania, and Lindsay Edwards in Georgia. We got a lot of Georgia people in public chat and in the Abundance Plus one. And Oregon, Mary Turner. Who's furthest away? I'm in North Carolina. Who can be Oregon? And then, oh, Ireland. Look at you. Sorry, I cannot say your handle. Okay, let's get on with the show. What is one thing that went sideways? So we talked about what we are doing. What has gone sideways? I've re-injured my knee. I hurt my knee with the kids snowboarding, and just squatted and hung out there long in a squat, and just got up, started over again. I guess that's being 47. I woke up this morning thinking, am I really 47? I couldn't believe it. I had one of those weird moments. Anybody else can relate to that? We're going to talk more about injury and how I'm healing that in the fitness section of block 3, 230. So let's keep moving here. Also, we got that greenhouse moved. The beautiful one is starting seeds. Anybody else out there starting seeds here in North Carolina? May 10th is our last possible frost date, so we're getting a head start on things. It's April 10th. Things can be in the greenhouse for 4 weeks and then easily go out without any protection. Hey, you watching my vlogs all the way from India. Sahil, good for you, and thank you very much. Lynn is not wanting to discuss age. Uh-oh, you might be older than 47, huh? I told my friend the other day, hey, Levi, if you walk every day, will you still be walking when you're 90? He said, yes. So walk every day. And don't get injured like me, because then you can't walk, and then you're going to not be able to walk at 90. So walk every day. Jumping a little ahead into fitness, aren't I? What are the kids doing on the farm? And what's a real moment you've had this week? So answer this in the chat. It's a little easier. What are your kids doing on the farm? So my kids at this very moment, they are building it's just Jonah and Josiah. I mean, I guess the little ones are having fun in Alabama, but Jonah and Josiah are building an airsoft tank for their airsoft wars. They're building a tank out of an old mower. Now, granted, it looks more like a box truck without the cab, but it's something else. I'm encouraging them, be sure to get some YouTube shorts on this and put it on your channel, because they think, oh, it's nothing, it's not that exciting. Are you kidding? You just restored a mower, and sure, you built this wooden block around it. Ken Chappell, man, it's so good to see you, man. For those who don't know, Ken Chappell is OG. I think he was first watching us in 2016, weren't you, buddy? So the boys are building a mower, and they fixed up an old motor, turned it into a tank, and they're gonna shoot others from inside that tank. Happy day, Hopus. So anybody gonna tell me what your kids are doing? Here we go. Jan Keeper, my son is cleaning out the duck house. Woo! Boy, what did he do wrong? Ducks are a mess. I'm off work for 4 days. I'm going to try to get some stuff done in the garden. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. Ain't never going to stop. On your vacation, you work. Unfortunately, the snow is still here. Oh my gosh. You know, it's a free country, though. You can move south. Yeah, Ken Chapel. Jonah was 7, wasn't he? That's a trip. Yeah, we met Ken on the Great American Farm Tour. Anybody here since the Great American Farm Tour days in 2017? It's been a year. We're talking with Beautiful One about what are we going to do? It's going to be next summer. Are we going to make another trip? It's sure not going to be all 50 states, but oughtn't we have a 10-year anniversary, Great American Farm Tour? I don't want it ever to die. I want people to continue to get that content, see those farms all across America. Okay, son age 2 collects the chicken eggs now. Baron, good job. Isn't this cool that in homesteading you can have a job for everyone? This morning, Jonah's putting up the new plastic on the greenhouse. Josiah and I are building. Well, I better not say that in case Beautiful One's on. It's a surprise. But Josiah and I were building something together, and then, well, that was it. I only have the 2 boys here, but Gideon normally gets the eggs. Jonah and Josiah milk. It just gets spread all over the place. Henry clears the table. Guys, we're slacking on the 5th one. We are. He's a total baby. And we're just tired. We're tired 47-year-old people. And the battles that were important aren't so important anymore. Can anybody relate? Anybody else in here with some babies in the house? I'd really like to hear about that. Do tell me. Have you got babies in the house, and have you stayed strong, or are you weak as heck like us? But we're trying to have them do some things because I realize, my big boys are becoming more independent, and I'm getting older, so I'm gonna need to depend on the little ones. Oh, Patricia, she does want to move. You do want to move. I didn't hurt any feelings though. But that is one thing I learned on the Great American Farm Tour, that minus 60 in Minnesota to 3 inches of rain in Arizona, homesteaders were happy in general where they were, and everybody had problems. Most everybody had an ornery neighbor, and most people had bad water, and everybody had something. And this was a finding myself kind of trip. I've been on this property my whole life. Like somebody has been in a religion their whole life. At some point, they need to say, is it my religion? Or is it my parents passed down to me? And that's how it has gone for my land. I needed to decide. And Rebecca and I truly went with an open mind shopping for other possible places, because we were at a point where I needed to buy this property from the estate. And so I had to make the hard decision. Do I want to buy our property, or buy something somewhere else? And I found out that in general, you homesteaders are very rooted, and so therefore very happy. Notice therefore happy. I'm realizing now that's part of the success of homesteaders is the more you can stay there and be committed and be connected to the soil and grow food from that soil and eat from it, the more, I won't say happy, because I don't know if happy should be the goal. I should say fulfillment, fellowship, words like this, because the scripture says you can find fellowship with each other in the sufferings. So sufferings can be a good thing if it's for the right reasons. You don't want to be an idiot and go out and do stupid stuff and suffer that way. Go after what's right, whether and suffer the consequences, but you'll find fulfillment there. I don't even know where I was going there. I guess I'm just reading the chats. No, we got till. Yeah, let's keep talking about this. Okay, so the boys are building the tank. That was it. I've seen what you guys were doing. Okay, Faith Angle. What are you holding on to this season? That was an AI prompt. It helped me put together this outline here. And sometimes it asks something like that. What are you holding on to this season? That's a really good question. You can use AI to become ignorant and have it do all the thinking for you, or you can use it to joggle your mind and ask you stuff like that. So what are you holding on to? You know what I came up? So tell me in the chat, what are you holding on to? Wow, I mean, isn't that the core of suffering? is attachment. So, what are you holding on to? Put that in the chat while I tell you my answer, and then I'll review it. This spring, I have a confession. So last spring, all the way back to however many springs we've been doing this, 19 springs, I didn't feel a spring fever. I didn't feel this excitement to get raring to go. I see some of you Hopus is answering this question. What are you holding on to? That's great. Keep them coming. I'll go over it. And I held, that's how I felt about it. I felt more overwhelmed with the spring, and I wasn't excited about it. I didn't want to come out of the rest. I don't want to wake up in the morning, guys. I feel like first 15 minutes, like, kill me now. It's like, I'm so depressed. I don't want to do it. Oh, I'm so afraid. It's just a terrible 15 minutes. You know, I get through it. It's just grogginess. But I guess I would experience that in the spring. And I shut up about it because so many people are so excited about spring. And here I am, the apron wearing permaculture chicken tendon master. And I'm not excited about spring. You're a fraud. Well, it comes to find out that I actually lived the cure of spring fever. If you don't want to have spring fever, stay busy all winter. It's time to do projects. It's time to build your homestead builds. It's time to, where is that? Why isn't that in frame? Oh, it is. Okay. Homestead builds. It's time to clear pasture. Get busy, and then you'll cure that spring fever. But I am finding another cure for it, and perhaps that's time, because this year, for the first time, I won't say I'm not excited, but I'm not dreading it. How about that? And I think it's because I'm learning to, well, one, I've found recently a much bigger why, and we'll get into that into more of the after hours. There are more private conversations. We're going to talk about the bigger reasons of why, the meaning of why we're here on this earth, and where we can find a bigger purpose and a higher meaning. But that's what I've found. I found a bigger why of why I'm doing this homestead. And Joel Salatin would say, when you're burnout, which I've been burnout the last couple of years, when you are burnout, you need to find a new why. And I didn't know I could get to a more bigger why than legacy for my children, than health for myself, so we can live long and happy lives with our children. Somebody's bringing up goats. I'm definitely gonna have to scroll back up to that. Somebody's poking the bear. So yeah, with this bigger, it's being connected to the soil. So we are soil. We were made from the soil. Our flesh, we were made from the soil, and to the soil we will return. This is the flesh side. You know, God breathed the breath and the life into us. So there's the soul side, half of us, if you will, or whatever. The flesh, that means if we are soil, that means we are no better than the soil from which our food comes. So it is so important to grow your own food, and not only to just eat from good soil, but we are made to tend that soil, to create it. Hey, Jones Root, to create things. And have you ever looked at a garden after you've weeded it and it's all nice and straight? That's not natural. It's really not. If we left here, the cows would thrive, the ruminants would thrive, and the gardens would suck. They'd get taken over in a couple of weeks. But we still find great, deep satisfaction in those straight gardening rows, aren't we? So we find satisfaction and meaning and purpose and order. Well, that's coming from something, or someone, or something, okay? So it's finding that bigger meaning and finding purpose. And so we are made to not only eat from good soil, but to actually tend that soil. So if Ken Chapel, that means you've got to, what are you growing these days, Ken Chapel? You have to at least have a potting soil. I think you're in town, but you can do that. Okay, let me read some of y'all comments, and we'll go to the next block. Reverend Brett, good job, Justin. God's connecting it all. He's using the Sabbath rest for revelation. All right, I hear you, buddy. Hoping you find your way and enjoy it again. Teacher. I am holding on to security. I enjoy homesteading like you enjoy all your meals. Okay? There are days and times that it's really exciting, but most days it's not. Most days you just get you're doing it and you're getting it done, and it's nice. It's what I'm saying is my homesteading is my life, like eating is. I have to do it. You cannot buy raw A2 grass fed, unvaccinated, undewormed uh, milk. So there's no option to me. It's like um, it's I don't have an option to not eat. I mean, I can. I've gone 28 days, but you know what I mean. Forever, I can't not eat. You can't not drink. Well, I can't not homestead. And first it was for health, but then I realized, what do I do now that I'm healed? I need purpose and meaning because I found all that in my healing. Well, I'm finding it in higher things. We'll talk about that in the after hours, at the after party. I'm already behind on starting seeds. All right, Jennifer, welcome to the club. We are behind too, but just plant. Just keep going. Do what you can. Uh, be thankful for what you have. Take a minute, smell the roses. Be thankful that you could get them from local farmers or even from the grocery store. And just don't lose your sanity over it. See what else you can cut out. I'm getting off. Okay, this ain't even in the notes, but see what else you can cut out. Do not blame the homestead for your stress, for your problems. You added the homestead and you didn't cut anything else out. The homestead is top tier priority for your health, for your meaning in life, for your connection to your food, for saving money, for earning money, for creating community, for building character in yourself and your kids through the hard labor and the continual 7 day a week jobs and keeping animals alive, the connections, the what animals do to the microbiome. Where was I going with that? I'm already behind on, okay, behind. Yes. So cut out, don't blame the homestead for the stress in your life. Cut out other things, individual sports, kids going in 100 million different directions, bills. I mean, when Rebecca and I first started out, we shared one phone, we shared one car. I got a job at home. Never has it been easier to get a job at home and even be an entrepreneur. With the tools that are available to us now with AI, you can run a company. Solo entrepreneur, solopreneur by yourself and work on the farm all morning and then work on the most important things in the afternoon and have yourself a job, working remote or creating your own solo adventure. Don't know what to do? Just go to your favorite AI like Perplexity and describe what's going on in your life and say, tell me, how could I use this to create my own business? Prompt me with several questions to help me identify a business that I could create. Right, Ken. Oh, Ken, yes, you were cleaning up the house for me. Somebody must have asked why I don't like devil eyes. And you said goats, and you said goats have devil eyes. You have been listening long enough. You are the star of the day, Ken. Haven't you read the scriptures, right? The goats and the sheep are separated, and the goats aren't on the good side. All right, you poor goaters out there. We'll pray for you. Anybody pray? Pray for the goaters. All right. Okay, we got to keep moving. Did you ever think of getting goats? Lord, no. God help us. Help us, I pray. They say if you can throw water through the fence, a goat can get through it. I've seen a goat get out of a fence in 3 different ways, guys, within 10 minutes. I saw the goat go over somebody's fence. I saw the goat go same goat, under that fence. And then I saw a goat mesmerize someone with those devil eyes and get them to lift that goat up out of the fence. No. All right, let's go on. Last block before we go, we got 10 minutes before we go A+ on us. Do take this time now to join Abundance Plus. It's free trial. We got a new show out called Dawn. I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode, maybe the 5th. I don't know. Get in there and check it out. Right now, this episode, highly cinematic, great story. You're not going to find this on Netflix or YouTube. It's just higher storytelling. and beautiful films. You're not going to find it on Angel or anywhere like that. These are homestead stories, clean, inspirational. Dawn, they're talking about the killing of animals, the raising, and then keeping the animals alive, and then you just kill them to eat them. So we got Greg saying in Abundance Plus, those devil eyes are nutso. We have 4. You can attest. You can attest. All right, put those goats where they belong, in your belly. Goat curry is really good, I hear. Okay. Dorcas, hey, I have peas and beans up and corn. Good for you. I'm so grateful to be able to plant this year. Good for you, Dorcas. Okay, those are some comments in the Abundance Plus. We're gonna coach in Abundance Plus. Get over there before we run out and start joining the live over there, and you'll get prioritized Q&A here. All right, the fitness and Q&A close. So put any questions you want right now. You are in South Africa, Charles. Okay, I'll be going to your neck of the woods this year. Gonna go look at a permaculture site and do some coaching for a consulting as a mission work to this organization in Eswatini. I don't want to wreck it. Eswatini. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering it. Okay. You can probably say it right, Charles. But anyway. Okay, fitness block. Injury treatment, naturally. Drop your questions before we leave the public chat here in about 9 minutes. And where I'm trying to give an update on how many people we got in here. How do I tell? All right, well, I can't tell. We must have a bunch of people because I got 263 comments. So thank you for joining us on Instagram, X. Am I even on TikTok? YouTube, Abundance Plus, and the other various whatnots. How about that one? Let's treat an injury. Okay, I've hurt my knee. I've re-hurt my knee. What do I do? I'm 47 years old. Epsom salt bath once or twice a day. Sunbathing while grounding. So I'll put out a towel and ground. Hold on, somebody's here. Nope, they don't need me. All right. Make rest your job. I was bad about that today. Wanted to surprise Rebecca with something, so I worked on it. Probably shouldn't have worked on something, but tomorrow's a rest day. Tomorrow's the final day of Passover, so I'm looking for that. It starts tonight. We got some questions coming in, but so then Rebecca has you could use, she has a healing salve that I put on it. It's kind of like a natural icy hot. Remember icy hot? Eswatini. Yeah, used to be known as Swaziland to us. Yeah, okay. Are y'all in good relations with them? Why is there a country? Guys, for those who don't know, Eswatini is landlocked by South Africa. What's going on there? Maybe you can give us a little social, what do you call it? Political studies. Is that the right word for it? What's going on there? Okay. I would love to get Thomas Massey on there. Do you know him? He's got a cool documentary of his off-grid homestead. I'm going to think about getting that for Abundance Plus. But anyway, it's all healing salve. And Deep Blue. Deep Blue is the other one I was thinking of. Deep Blue. It's by, is it doTERRA? One of those. I think it's doTERRA. I really like it. It feels burning and warm. And then grounding and sunbathing, and then high protein, lighter meals. You're not moving, you're not burning. I can't walk much. I can't do my weight training. So broth 2 to 3 times a day. That'll help with this joint issue. And then high protein meals, low carbs. Definitely under 40 carbs in a day. Okay. Well, we still got a few minutes. Let me answer some of your questions here, and then we'll head over to Abundance Plus to go deeper. What about beef? How about beef tallow? Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. Revive has one that's good. Homestead 77.7 says, ever think of getting Thomas Massey? Yep, we answered that. Also 30 pounds. I don't know what that means. I am on the carnivore. That would be good for me to do right now. I'm basically doing carnivore. but with maybe a little bit of carbs. I think, which would be low carb vegetables or fruits. Can you tell how or which chickens are layers and which have stopped laying? Yeah, you could look at that vent closely and see for moisture. Uh, you guys want to see? Yeah. The more moist it is, the more likely they are going to be laying eggs. Are you related to the WW2 vet, the World War II vet in North Carolina, Luther Dusty Rhodes? If I could, uh, I want to, I want to, I could go ask Perplexity that, the Perplexity computer. Okay. Let me ask it. Am I related to the World War II vet Dusty Rhodes? Okay. The cool thing about this AI tool is I can get it working and doing that deep research. And Perplexity taps Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, all of them at once. It picks the most appropriate one. So I guarantee it's going to use Claude on doing this. Okay. And let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, I gotta get back to the show. Okay. All right. Who else? We got 4 more minutes. Hopefully they'll answer that question. Hopefully Perplexity will answer that before. Here, let me move this over to see when it is answered. Don't tell me you already answered it. Jeez. It already answered it. There are actually a few Dusty Rhodes from World War II. Yeah, okay. No surprise. There's Raleigh Dusty Rhodes, a Navy combat fighter pilot based in the USS Enterprise, shot down and captured by Japanese forces, which, interesting enough, Rebecca and I both have grandpas who were pilots, or not pilots, they were both navigators. On her side, her grandpa and one of my grandpas were navigators in World War II, and mine was shot down and was even a POW for a while. But anyway, he was shot down by Japanese forces, battled Santa Cruz Island in 1942. He spent 3 years as a POW, weighed just 88 pounds when released, then went on to lead the Blue Angels flight team. His real last name was actually Rhodes. Oh, okay. Oh, did you not guys know about the famous wrestler? The famous wrestler Dusty Rhodes was actually Vigil Riley Runnels Jr. Rhodes was just a ring name. Dang it! I was hoping I'd be related to him. Luther LaRue Dusty Rhodes of Henderson County, North Carolina Marine, killed in action at Guadalcanal in 1942 at just 17 years old. Is that who you're looking for? Yeah, he's most likely because that's where our family is. So let's see if I'm related to. So you might have been asking about Raleigh Dusty Rhodes, but I'm going to do Luther LaRue Rhodes. So I just said, am I related to Luther? Okay. Isn't that cool? Guys, if you aren't doing this, you're missing out. This research is intense. It's wild. It's crazy. Okay, they're digging. Okay, while it's working, let's see what we got. Don't tell me you're already done. Okay, no, it's working. Okay, will you do find a farm tours this year? Yes, if you are in Abundance Plus, once a month we do farm tours and farm experiences, so you can come and work with us on a project. And we do chicken butcherings to members, Abundance Plus. We don't even charge for it. So get inside Abundance Plus. Probably start this in June. We'll probably start it in June, first Sundays of that month. We'll do a member work day. We usually get a dozen or so people there, and it's great. You get to meet other like-minded people, and you get to tour our farm, and then you get to just experience the homestead with us. I'm in North Carolina, if somebody's wondering what state. I'd like to see a farm tour focused on senior farmers, bringing young and new generative farmers into their homestead. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was the person who got our bus was exactly doing that from the Great American Farm Tour. She bought the bus. She's getting older. She wanted to have a place for young people to stay on her farm, so she bought Maple, our bus that we converted. Oh my gosh. My grandfather, Henry Rhodes, father was William Pinckney Rhodes. That's my dad. whose father was James Henry Rhodes. Luther's grandfather, father of Harley Byron, oh my gosh, Luther's grandfather, father of Harlan Byron Rhodes, was Thomas Clingman Rhodes. William Pinkney Rhodes and Thomas Clingman Rhodes were born just 2 years apart in the same county. Let me check if they share a father. No, they don't. I know who my dad's brothers and sisters were. It's still thinking. You're both Henderson County Rhodes families with Lyda blood on both sides, which was small, tight-knit community. The Rhodes and Lyda families were deeply intertwined through the 19th century Henderson County. However, your great-grandfather, William Pinkney Rhodes, traces back to William L. Rhodes, my father, while Luther great-grandfather Thomas Clingman Rhodes traces back to Lyda father, who gave his children the Rhodes name through his wife. These are different Rhodes fathers, so there isn't a confirmed direct common ancestor in records. But anyway, that's fine, isn't it? Okay, now it's time. Thank you, public. Do join us for Abundance Plus. You'll get to watch the Dawn series, our own series, Rooted, and you can go live with us. We're going to talk more about, do a little bit of coaching with you guys. We're going to go into deeper into homesteading interest, AI, greenhouse placement, and then any questions about faith, marriage, parenting, anything. It'll be an ask me anything type of deal. Oh, there's the number. Okay, we got nearly 200 people here. Yay. Give me a second while I work through. Oh, here we are. Here we are. All right, goodbye, all you 33 folks at X. I don't think I got it going to Facebook. Unfortunately, I set that up wrong. But all right. Shout out to all the 121 of you on YouTube. Do join us. We'll be doing this again, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise next week publicly, and we're going to continue the show over on Abundance Place.